And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fowl Territory 223. I am your host, Gizzard Gary, and it is Friday, June the 23rd, 2021. So, welcome, one and all, to the show. So, let's see who we got out there so far. And I am seeing out there in the audience, Honcho Fett is the first one in the chat. And then we have 223 DMR is out there. Art Tech and Daughters Defense Dad is out there. Mike White 28 Advocacy is out there. Heel Billy Up is in the audience and in here, as is Obnoxious One. All right. So we got 10 people out there in the audience. And we have an esteemed panel just waiting to feast their eyes on you and you on them. So, without further ado, here they are. All right. And the first one to my right on the screen is my co host with the co most. He comes to us from the state of North Carolina, where he is, of course, the sunshine that brightens our day, the oracle of knowledge, the voice of reason, and the man of orange. Let's welcome Obnoxious One.
I'm actually to your left, so don't do any field sobriety tests. Yeah, I'm
What if? What ifs? He's over there. Blitz is in the audience, I see. Welcome.
Yo.
So, thanks for being here.
Word.
And then on your right or left or whatever you want to call it is the Danger Mouse himself. He comes to us from the Pacific Northwest. Let's welcome the host of the Overnight, DM Foss.
Is that near the Pacific Ocean?
The Pacific Ocean.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, hello.
Hello.
I feel like that ocean's been getting left out a lot lately. It's all been about the North Atlantic.
It's very Pacific.
Don't put too much pressure on people.
So.
I don't want anybody. I don't want anybody to implode.
Man, this chat is just gonna blow up now. Oh, look, there's Birthday Boy himself.
It's taking a dive.
It's sunk.
It's really
Birthday
crushing the ratings.
I was wondering if we'd go there. It didn't take long, folks.
I just want to say, who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Well, none of them do because they're not alive.
Wow.
Ocean Gate Tide.
The amount of butthurt that's going around for these idiots.
Oh, it's crazy.
I saw something. There's like 3 times in the first page of the waiver that they tell you could die. Guess who's not signing that waiver?
That's worse than one you have to sign when you go in for surgery. Mm-hmm. And yes, you do have to sign that too.
Mm-hmm. Guess what's got
you
2 thumbs
signing
that waiver?
You don't have to go.
Okay, let's go on with our introductions before we go too far underwater here.
Yeah, it's getting kind of deep.
It is getting deep. So thanks.
I just can't fathom it.
Thanks. That's great. I like that. Thanks, Dean.
There's 20,000 reasons to like that.
Let's go down below the surface to the second row. And let's say hi to somebody who hasn't graced our panel for a while. He is, of course, from the, what do they call it, the Buckeye State, the one that requires 2 people to spell. So let me throw an OH out there for Jason Stewart.
Yeah, good to see you guys, man. I couldn't miss George's birthday. I was just floating around here doing nothing.
Oh, well, welcome aboard. While we're waiting real quick, I see that Abby Finnegan is out there. Milsurp Duo is in the audience. Kingpin just threw an OH out there in the audience, and Abby threw a Duval. Wow. A little bit of everything out there. All right. So, next on the panel, he comes to us from the Show Me State of Missouri. He is, of course, the host of Guns, Beer, and Therapy, everybody's friend, Billy.
Oh, how you doing, Gary? Man, glad to be on here.
Doing good. Glad to have
man.
you. Glad to have you.
Always enjoy the Friday nights here.
You bet. All right. Last but not least, the man who comes from down below the state line, that is. Yeah, he is my neighbor to the south from what the heck state is Oklahoma? I don't know. The other state, I think they call it, or something like that. So he is, of course, the pride of Chelsea, Oklahoma. Let's welcome your friend and mine, the Gun Snob. Or not. We're going to have to send a search party out for him.
He may have to go see a man about a dog.
Snob, the pressure's on.
He's taking
All
a
right,
week.
so I'll be honest. I'm sitting here trying to find the correct part of the song to play, and I completely screwed it up because I had my headphones off. So Gizzard didn't get a community strike for Under Pressure, and I didn't even have the right part.
It's all right.
Something's
They'd
wrong
probably
with you.
just, think it was Ice Ice Baby or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe that Queen stole that bass
Uh-huh.
from.
I know, right?
Why would they?
Honcho Fett says probably had to change out his nose bandage. Could be a while.
Oh,
That was kind of rough.
Too soon.
Now I have a question. Rich isn't in the room, but if Rich was here when we played Under Pressure, would he still jump out of a moving car?
I got my fingers crossed.
We have Reloading from the Hot Pot in the audience. We also have Garage Guy 879. We have 14 people in the audience. Very good. All right. What else did we have out there? Mike White 28 Advocacy says they should have been pushing outwards on it to even out the pressure. Yeah, they should have. Who would have thought that, something made out of good, strong, was it carbon fiber, I believe?
Experimental,
Carbon
completely non-certified. Yeah,
That was
Mhm.
expired that they got from Boeing because it was past its shelf life. I found out today.
yeah. And I watched a little commercial they put out. I'm sure everybody's seen it, but they're like bragging that Boeing was in on this. No, it's like you got Boeing's leftovers.
Yeah, stuff they were going to throw out, basically. Oh,
Wow.
man.
I heard it was built pretty sketchy, but I didn't know it was that. Like,
Yeah, you got to watch the
Damn.
Ben Shapiro, Clover's best guy. He put a video on Facebook today, and you got to go watch it. It's pretty interesting, actually.
I saw they piloted it around with a PlayStation controller.
Yeah.
It's like a PS4 controller,
Mhm.
but they had like 3 extras in case something went wrong.
Should have had 4.
Hopefully they were all name brand controllers and not stuff they got from Walmart or
They
something.
probably were.
They got it
were
off
probably
Vine.
over Amazon Vine. And
I guess the Vine position's opened up then.
yeah,
Let's
your
see.
invites in the mail, Obi.
Yeah. You don't buy that stuff from wish.com.
Warsaw
It looked like
Patriot.
everything on that they did.
Warsaw Patriot says, I'd like to tell and wish George a happy birthday. Give that cat some tuna and a good belly rub. TJ Persicity is out there.
And
Um,
they had the only way out was you had to be released from outside. I mean, did you learn nothing from what Apollo 1?
Yeah.
And the whole thing was held together with what, like 3/4 inch bolts that they probably got from Harbor Freight or something.
I feel like I could have built this.
They're probably grade 8 though, so
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
They were tightening them up with a hand ratchet. Literally something everybody would have in their toolbox.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you want to know they're good and tight. You want to do it by hand.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I would
Abigail
think
says it's a Logitech controller. So
I would think you'd want a little bit bigger bolts than that holding on your pressure cover, but that's
Yeah.
just me.
Yeah.
No, you really don't. It doesn't really matter because it's a pressure cover, so it's always going to be push. It's always going to be pushing in. I'm guessing that their porthole that was only rated to 1,300 meters failed when they tried to go down to 4,000. They might have gotten away with it once or twice because wasn't this like the third trip for this thing?
Second or third.
Yeah.
But they also said that the thing had shown signs of fatigue from previous missions that had some small cracks in it and everything else. So.
Yeah, well, that would be the exact reason that you wouldn't go on this mission. I mean,
other than the fact that you're stuck in a can where you can't even kneel down or sit down or stand up, or to where the only good seat in the house that you can see out the window is also the toilet.
Yeah, that was a little window too.
Well, yeah.
At least you'd have something to look at while you were doing your business with a curtain separating you from 4 other guys.
Yeah.
Well, at least you got a curtain. I've been in worse places.
No.
Get one of those pop-ups where you look out over the top of it.
Like the old pontoon boats used to have a little door you wouldn't close, your head stuck out.
Yeah, you're just looking at everybody while you're pooping.
Well, tighten those things up by hand, and everybody knows that anything that's worth doing is best done by hand.
So, on the other hand, I mean, I guess we've got 5 new victims of the Titanic disaster now. So,
no, these are
5 victims of their own stupidity.
Yeah, these are strictly Darwinism at work. I really don't. The only thing I feel bad about is maybe the kid, because the kid sounds like he was kind of pressured into it.
Yeah, he did not want to do it.
Sounds like he was kind of pressured into it. Everybody else, fuck him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder, like, if the family
and his dad,
back.
double F him.
Yeah.
Yeah. $250,000 a person. Do they get their money back since it wasn't a successful trip?
It's a pretty expensive coffin. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
Titanic.
Kingpin. I think I seen Harbor Freight advertising on the side of it.
Honcho Fit says, didn't they watch Waterworld? All you need is a balloon full of air to go all the way to the bottom of the ocean. Did anybody watch Waterworld?
I've watched Waterworld.
Saw it twice.
Did you
Waterworld
Yeah.
gets a bad rap.
Wait. Did Foster say he saw it twice?
I saw it twice because I went with 2 different girls.
Wow. You were really desperate to get some if you went to that movie twice.
Did you get some twice?
No.
Well, the movie was so horrible, of course not.
It's not absolutely horrible.
He stayed.
Really?
The girl left.
The Waterworld is like Nickelback. Everybody likes to hate on it. It's not that bad. It's not a classic. It's not something you're going to go hunt down, but it wasn't that bad.
Look at this photograph.
Wow.
Really?
I know from a lesson at a young age
is
that
how you remind
homemade
me.
diving stuff just don't work. We tried a wash tub with a 50-foot garden hose, and that didn't work either.
Snob made a Nickelback reference, and nobody even got it.
Gizzard did.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I said, this is how you remind me?
I like your pants around your feet.
Oh, Ozzy
Was that
Osbourne is
Burlington?
out there.
Sorry.
Chris Lang is out there. Kingpin says, didn't they make that sub out of a Bud Light can? Implosions all around. True enough. True enough.
I feel like Jason's been trying to talk for 10 minutes and everybody's talked over him. I feel like we should let Jason speak.
We can let Jason talk.
Oh, I was just going to comment on how the Titanic's always claiming new victims. Like 100 million people watch the movie. They're all victims too.
All she had to do was move over. There was plenty of room on that door.
Man, let me tell you my Titanic story.
Did you try to show it live on YouTube and get kicked off? Oh, wait, that was in it.
I
That was Emmett Otter.
Emmett Otter, yeah.
I was interested in the Titanic story. Like, I remember when they found it. Sorry, I got fireworks going off. But I was interested in the history of it, of Titanic, and when they found it and all that. And me and my girlfriend went to go see the movie. I didn't know it was going to be like a love story. You know what I mean? And I sat there for 3 hours in like misery. Hated every bit of that. Remember arguing with her walking back out to the car from the mall where the movie theater was. And she was saying something I remember saying, my favorite part, because she's all about Leonardo DiCaprio or whatever, you know what I mean? Got sick of hearing that shit. I was walking out there, I said, my favorite part of the movie is when Jack didn't get out of the water.
I laughed through the whole part where it sank.
Guys, be nice. Gizzard actually remembers when it sank. He read about it the next day.
Yeah,
Is
and
in
then
the paper? Yeah.
Yeah, and then he had to get on the lifeboat from Lusitania.
That's true. That's very true. Rodney Peters says it was not a love story; it was a snuff film. Wow. Captain Codebook's out there. Captain Codebook said Jesus himself got out of a boat and walked back. Forget about going 130 or 13,000 feet. Yeah. Honcho Fit says, try sitting through the movie Out of Africa. I dare you.
Speaking of Africa, Coming to America was a great movie.
The sequel wasn't so great.
No, the sequel was terrible. That's all I had.
Yeah,
So DoorDash is delivering Five Guys lately, I see.
You're getting Five Guys?
No. The Orcas ordered DoorDash, though. They wanted Five Guys.
One at a time or all at once?
That's a lot of guys.
Uh-huh. I'll make this PG, but did you see the meme with the Megan chick from Laverne, Tennessee? It was her smiling and saying, realizing I'm not the last person to screw Five Guys. I had a picture of the sub underneath it. Oh, I didn't say screw.
I think it was.
Wow.
I'm not the last person that Five Guys went down on.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Oh, whoa, I stepped away for a minute. I come back and you said the last thing Five Guys went down on.
It's your problem for stepping away.
Well, I had to, man. These fireworks got my dog all like scared, nervous, and shit, man.
Yeah, you
That's
don't
the
want your
problem
dog
people
all
around.
scared and
Good for
nervous
them.
because they tend to bite when they get that way, or so I hear.
Sometimes. I know how to tell that Jason actually watches your show in replay, even if he's not here, because he comments with things that happened on your show on my video. So Jason's a good guy for you. Screw that guy.
Oh, I suppose we ought to talk about some actual show topics, huh?
Sure.
Sure, let's do it. You don't think I have any, do you? I know, but I do.
I'm just ready for the show your GORN segment because the memes are going to be fire
Which one
tonight.
do I want to go with first? Let's go with, do we want Glock or do we want Biden? You guys pick Glock or Biden.
Don't care for either one of them.
Okay, let's go with Glock then. Let's
I
make Joe
want
wait.
to go with Glock because you can upgrade it. I don't think there's any upgrade in Joe.
True enough. All right, let's go
Either
with
one will
Glock.
leave you feeling dirty.
Okay, so we have a story here from Ammo Land, and this was posted today. And if I can actually get to it, it says Glock's motto might be perfection, but the new Glock performance trigger somehow manages to make the gun more perfect. But how, you might ask? Indeed, Glock's series of semi-automatic pistols have made a name for themselves with their nearly unstoppable reliability and incredible durability. So how can Glock improve upon the design? In a word, trigger. Because for all its greatness, the Glock trigger aftermarket is a massive one that shows no signs of slowing down. That being the case, can Glock really compete against companies that have been perfecting perfection for years? Let's take a look at the Glock Performance Trigger and find out. At first glance, the Glock Performance Trigger doesn't look a whole lot different from the stock one, but the minor details in it really make a huge difference. But let's stop for a second and look at why people upgrade Glock triggers in the first place. Despite all the great aspects of Gaston Glock's magnum opus, the trigger can leave something to be desired. Not because it doesn't work or it's bad, but simply the design, safety trigger, and polymer components can leave the break feeling a little spongy. And when accuracy counts, a trigger that doesn't cleanly break or break when expected can make accurate shots difficult. Some aftermarket trigger makers address this by simply reducing the weight of the trigger's pull, but that doesn't really address the core problem. Plus, it can make the gun unsafe, especially if it's being used as a home defense or a concealed carry gun. Glock's response was to create a new trigger that keeps the standard pull weight intact, making the trigger appropriate for law enforcement officers and military personnel while smoothing out a few quirks. For example, the new trigger's reset is much more positive than the original and noticeably shorter. This vastly reduces the chance of a shooter pulling the trigger a second time without the trigger resetting properly. Additionally, the break itself is vastly better than the factory models. Sure, the trigger doesn't break like a high-end $5,000 1911, but it does so cleanly and consistently. So shooters have only themselves to blame for missed shots. Most important of all, the new trigger doesn't affect the gun's world-renowned reliability, meaning shooters can have their proverbial cake and eat it too. So what's the catch? What's the catch? Is the new trigger prohibitively expensive? Not at all. The new Glock Performance Trigger retails for around $100, making it cheaper than many of its aftermarket competitors, while still remaining affordable enough for the average shooter. Truthfully, the only downside to the trigger, if you could call it that, is that a licensed Glock armorer must install it. Thankfully, there's no shortage of these individuals across the country and in other countries. So, is the new performance trigger from Glock worth a buy? In my professional opinion, absolutely. If a shooter is looking to increase the shootability of their Glock pistol, no other upgrade is as effective for the price. Yes, you could pay a custom smith $1,000 to turn your gun into a race pistol, but it would compromise the gun's warranty and make it unsuitable for self-defense or home defense, especially in the era of unscrupulous prosecutors looking for any angle to nail a defensive shooter to the wall. If you want to keep your gun factory and still feel like a custom handgun, the new performance trigger from Glock is a must. Okay, so Glock Performance Trigger.
Nope.
Anybody excited about this? Anybody want
Nope.
to try it?
Not at all.
No?
Not
Why
at
not?
all.
Why not?
Because for $100 I can still get a better trigger than that. For $150 I can get a much better trigger than that.
And install it yourself.
And install it myself. It's not that hard.
Okay. Anybody else got an opinion?
I'm not gonna buy something I gotta take somewhere and pay somebody to install it. I mean,
Yeah, I didn't
not
understand
for a
that.
trigger.
That was, I mean, I would have been interested in trying it, but I'm not taking my gun somewhere and paying somebody to put in a freaking trigger and a Glock. That's like a 10-minute job at most.
Well, that's they're saying for your warranty and all that, but nobody's buying a 3rd gen Glock for the warranty.
No. And let's not brag about a trigger. It only costs $100, but you got to pay $75 to have it put in or something.
I'm willing to bet the $70 or whatever Serpico trigger is better than that trigger.
Well, so you buy the Glock, you spend that much money, have somebody put it in, and honestly, you can buy a Glock alike, and have all that good stuff done and have way less money in it.
If it's so good, why it take them 40 years to make one? And why don't they just put it in the gun to begin with?
Well, they had to perfect it first.
I think it's just the trigger in the bar, isn't it? The Glock Performance Trigger. I don't think it's everything. I think it's just a trigger in a bar.
So the consensus here on this panel, anyway, is like not that big a deal. Not anything anybody wants to run out and buy. We got plenty of other options that are as good or better for.
Ozzy, that's a
People,
Glock switch. Different thing.
That's different. Yeah.
No, I totally want one of those.
That's a little different.
If you know, this is Minecraft or something.
In Minecraft.
I can get you one, but you got to buy more than one.
I wish I could. I wish I could get that.
Okay, let's visit with Mr. Biden for a little bit.
Are we literally moving off the Glock trigger already?
If you want to talk about Glock triggers, we still can.
I thought we were going to bash it a little bit more, but
go ahead and bash it a little more. I can leave that off the screen.
I really don't see the point in $100 factory upgrade for it.
Why don't they just upgrade the factory trigger from the start?
Because then they're not going to get that extra $100 from people who want to have that factory part.
I'm sure we all know someone who will buy that.
Maybe
100% we do.
It's just that much better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you right now, and this is you can call this a plug for them if you want, but I've actually paid for all three of them that I've bought from Tactical Pontoon. Those triggers are legit. And you can get the ones I've got, he has for like $150, and it's full drop in. You take out your 3 pins, you take the whole trigger assembly out, and you drop in his. And it's legit. Those are literally the best triggers that I've put in a Glock. And I've put a lot of them in there. Apex is crap. I've got an Apex one I do not like.
I mean, to be fair, I would have bought one, but I really want a tri-tune. I want a tactical tri-tune, not a tactical pontoon. So.
Oh, well, see,
I'm just out on that.
I've got an agency trigger that I paid more for just the trigger in the bar that I can't put in anything because I put it in 3 or 4 different guns and it won't work in anything except the stock Gen 3.
Well, if you didn't know, Langdon Tactical does Glocks now.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, I'm just telling you, 'cause he's dead to me now, but I'm sure they're much better. I'm sure they're a good gun. But as soon as I saw it, I threw up and vowed that I was done with him.
Wow.
All right, Chad Kelly's out there. All right, so let's see what else we've got here. So, believe it or not, we have
I don't believe it.
Biden making 5 false claims about guns, plus about some other subjects.
CNN is actually calling him on it?
Yes. President Joe Biden made false claims about a variety of topics, notably including gun policy, during a series of official speeches and campaign remarks over the last 2 weeks. He made at least 5 false claims related to guns, a subject on which he has repeatedly been inaccurate during his presidency. That's true. He also made a false claim about the extent of his support from environmental groups, and he used incorrect figures about the population of Africa, his own travel history, and how much renewable energy Texas uses. All right, so let's take a look.
Well, that's because he forgot that Texas was keeping 10% of their renewable energy for the big guy.
So, in a Friday speech at the National Safer Communities Summit in Connecticut, Biden spoke of how a gun control law he signed in 2022 has provided federal funding for states to expand the use of gun control tools like red flag laws, which allow the courts to temporarily seize the guns of people who are deemed to be a danger to themselves or others. After mentioning red flag laws, Biden invoked his late son, Beau Biden, who served as Attorney General of Delaware, and said, "As my son was first to enforce when he was Attorney General." As a matter of fact, Biden's claim is false. Delaware did not have a red flag law when Beau Biden was state Attorney General from 2007 to 2015. The legislation that created Delaware's red flag program was named the Beau Biden Gun Violence Prevention Act, but it was passed in 2018, 3 years after Beau Biden died of brain cancer. Delaware was far from the first state to enact a red flag law. Connecticut passed the first such state law in the country in 1999. Okay. In the same speech, the president spoke confusingly of his administration's effort to make it more difficult for Americans to purchase stabilizing braces, devices that are attached to the rear of pistols, most commonly AR-15 style pistols, and make it easier to fire them one-handed. Put a pistol on a brace and it turns into a gun, Biden said. Makes them where you can have a higher caliber weapon, a higher caliber bullet coming out of that gun. Eventually turning it into a short-barreled rifle, which has been a weapon of choice by a number of mass shooters. Now,
it's also a weapon of choice of the military.
Biden's claims that a stabilizing brace turns a pistol into a gun and increases the caliber of a gun or bullet are false. No kidding. A pistol is obviously already a gun, and a pistol brace does not have any effect on the caliber of ammunition that the gun fires or anything about the basic function of the gun itself, said Stephen Gutowski, a CNN contributor, who is the founder of the gun policy and politics website The Reload. Biden's assertion that the addition of a stabilizing brace can essentially turn a pistol into a short-barreled rifle is subjective. It's the same argument his administration's Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives has made in support of its attempt to subject the braces to Yes.
You cannot say that without saying, what, OB?
Fuck the ATF.
Thank you.
There you go. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Repeating a claim he made in his 2022 State of the Union address and on other occasions, Biden said at a campaign fundraiser in California on Monday, the only industry in America you can't sue is the gun manufacturers. Well, Biden's claim is false. As CNN and other fact checkers have previously noted, gun manufacturers are not entirely exempt from being sued, nor are they the only industry with some liability protections. Notably, there are significant liability protections for vaccine manufacturers and at present for people and entities involved in making, distributing, or administering COVID-19 countermeasures such as vaccines, tests, and treatments. He's wrong again. Can you believe that?
And for those named
every business, everywhere is protected under the Lawful Garments Act. Every business.
Okay, let's go on to this hip
So
parade. At a campaign fundraiser,
you are protected.
At a campaign fundraiser in California on Tuesday, Biden said the National Rifle Association, the prominent gun rights advocacy organization, quote, unquote, itself cannot be sued. And the fact that the NRA has such overwhelming power, the NRA is the only outfit in the nation that we cannot sue as an institution, Biden said. Before this, I became president, they passed legislation saying you can't sue them. Imagine had that been the case with tobacco companies. Well, once again, Biden's claim is false. While gun manufacturers have liability protections, no law was ever passed to forbid lawsuits against the NRA. The NRA has faced a variety of lawsuits in recent years. Dang. Okay, at the same Tuesday fundraiser in California, Biden said that he taught the Second Amendment in law school. And guess what? It doesn't say that you can own any weapon you want. It says there are certain weapons that you just can't own. One example Biden cited was this: you can't own a machine gun. Well, Biden's claim is false. The Second Amendment does not explicitly say people cannot own certain weapons, and the courts have not interpreted to forbid machine guns.
To be fair, I can't own a machine gun.
In fact, with some exceptions, people in more than 2/3 of states are allowed to own and buy fully automatic machine guns as long as these guns were legally registered and possessed prior to May 19, 1986, the day President Ronald Reagan signed a major gun law. There were more than 700,000 legally registered machine guns in the U.S. as of May 2021. Okay. Could there be more? Yes, there's more. In the Friday speech to the National Safer Community Summit, Biden said, "We fought like hell to close the so-called boyfriend loophole that has allowed people convicted of misdemeanor domestic violence to buy and possess guns if the victim was not someone they were married to, living with, or had a child with." Biden then said that now we can finally say that those convicted of domestic violence abuse against their girlfriend or boyfriend cannot buy a firearm, period. Well, Biden's
I feel
categorical.
like I've seen a question regarding that someplace. I'm just not sure it's not coming to me. I'm sure. Give me like 4,473 minutes, and I'm sure I'll come up with it.
Okay. Biden's categorical claim that such offenders now cannot buy a firearm, period, is an exaggeration, though Biden did sign a law in 2022 that made significant progress in closing the boyfriend loophole.
What boyfriend loophole are they talking about?
That
It's kind of like the
2000
Charleston loophole, but this is the boyfriend loophole.
Oh,
That
okay.
2022 law added dating partners to the list of misdemeanor domestic violence offenders who are generally prohibited from gun purchases. But in a concession demanded by Republicans, the law said these offenders can buy a gun 5 years after their first conviction or completion of their sentence, whichever comes later, if they do not reoffend in the interim.
I'm pretty sure that the actual language of it reads, "Have you ever been convicted of a misdemeanor domestic violence?" I mean, it doesn't say against who, it doesn't say against your boyfriend, wife, cat. It just says domestic violence. Pretty sure that's what that says on the 4473. It could be wrong.
Okay, Biden said at a campaign rally in Philadelphia on Saturday, "Let me say one thing very seriously. You know, I think this is the first time, and I've been around, as I said, a while. Yeah, you have. In history, where last week every single environmental organization endorsed me." Well, it's not true that every single environmental organization had endorsed Biden. 4 major environmental organizations did endorse him the week prior, the first time they had issued a joint endorsement, but other well-known environmental organizations have not yet endorsed in the presidential election. And we could go on with this. As you can see, it's quite a nice long list.
I can't believe that CNN is actually approaching some kind of journalism.
Yeah,
think
that
they're
kind of
doing
floored
this
me
because
when
they
I
want
read
to-
Is that why the ground's getting cold?
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
I think it's
really
because
think
Democrats don't want him to run.
that's
So
what I was going with. I don't
the
think
hit pieces
CNN
are
wants him
coming
to
out.
run because they know he
Yeah.
can't win against anyone.
But this, it's the same stuff he's been doing his whole career, just saying whatever, whenever to whoever.
oh, he's been a
matter
lying piece of shit for 60 years.
He's got a D beside his name. Of course, he has been.
I think that D is for duh.
D is for dumbass.
I'm surprised.
As
I'm
with most of
surprised
them.
his speech didn't blame all gun violence on radical MAGA people or Donald Trump. See,
I'm pretty sure it blamed him on guys with 3% tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
see,
I was actually
Dick.
kind of caught off guard and kind of enjoyed the news this week because of the Titanic stuff that was going on, because it was finally something on the news they couldn't blame Trump for.
Oh,
No, they will.
Come around. They'll come around.
They're getting there.
They probably could only buy those Boeing cast-offs because of some law that Trump had passed.
Right
Yeah,
now,
well-
they're keeping it submerged, but
Well,
They're gonna let it surface at election time.
yeah.
all right, well, conspiracy wise, did you all see the story? I don't know if this is true. This is a total conspiracy, possibly, but people are saying it's true. That the Navy recorded the sounds of the implosion on Sunday, whenever it happened.
They might have.
The Biden administration wanted to hold it until when they were going to do the Hunter Biden crap.
They may very well have recorded a sound at the time, but didn't know what it was. I don't know. I don't think that there was any vast conspiracy to hold it until You know,
I don't really either, but at the same time, I mean, would you really put it past them at this point?
no,
No.
I
Okay.
wouldn't put anything past them. I wouldn't put as dirty as they've been for the last 8 years or longer, 9 years now, whatever it's been. Anybody that's still a Democrat at this point is an enemy.
But yeah, no, I read that and I was like, I mean, I don't really think it happened, but I wouldn't say that it couldn't have happened.
I've seen stories about it, but I don't know if they're all quoting the same source.
Yeah.
So Vain Insanity is out there. Clint Torres is in the audience. And Tommy Boy is out there with us tonight. We have 15 people in the audience. And we have one more story to grace our panel with and see. So far we've had some fun. I should have
Done some more research.
I should have dove down a little deeper for
Yeah. I can't fathom why you didn't.
Speaking of that, I have a question before we get into this. Just a quick question.
Mhm.
I just need to know if I need to forward this to you. Do we have the new updated giveaway song yet? or-
Yes.
Okay. I just
Way
making
to
sure you have
spoil
that
the
also.
surprise. Thank you.
Okay.
God damn.
But
This
anyway.
is just everybody last week ruined the 222, and then this week they gave it away. George found out early that it was his birthday, and now Snob blows the
Mhm.
new.
I blew the big
giveaway.
load.
Yep.
Yep.
This thing,
All
is
right.
just, this thing is just imploding.
I
We
know.
better shut it down soon. We're taking on water.
It's gonna be rough sailing from here on.
Sinking fast.
If there was only a private chat or something, that would
Yeah, way to torpedo this.
Too bad we don't have a private chat where you could ask questions like that private.
Yeah.
Nobody reads that.
So anyway, in
So-
other news, the Senate
So are the
on
Quiznos
Thursday,
in the back room? Are those for everybody or just
not for Snob now.
okay?
That's
This-
all right. I wanted Subway anyways.
The Senate on Thursday rejected a GOP effort to overturn the Biden administration's new rule on pistol braces. Republicans say the regulation, which reclassifies pistols as short-barreled rifles if gun owners use a firearm accessory, is an infringement of the Second Amendment and universally supported the measure. The legislation nonetheless failed 49-50 in a chamber that Democrats control. The legislation was at the center of a conservative revolt earlier this month that ground House business to a halt. A group of hardline conservatives upset over the deal House Speaker Kevin McCarthy struck to raise the debt ceiling refused to allow the Speaker to move any legislation until he agreed to deeper spending cuts than what the White House agreed to last month. But the dissidents also claimed Majority Leader Steve Scalise threatened to pull a vote on the pistol brace measure if its House sponsor, Representative Andrew Clyde, opposed a procedural step on the debt ceiling organization. Scalise denied he ever made such a threat, and the House passed a resolution days later in a near party line vote. Republicans argue the new regulation finalized in January by the... Who wants to take this?
Fuck the ATF.
There you go. Infringes on the rights of disabled people who use stabilizing braces. They take issue with the administration's requirement that pistols with those braces be registered with the federal government or otherwise destroyed.
Fuck the ATF.
It's just a backdoor way to subject pistols to more smothering regulations.
Attention.
Senator John Kennedy, the resolution
Backdoor.
Senate
That's how the
sponsor,
ATF fucks you.
said in a floor speech ahead of the vote. Now, Democrats counter that the gun accessory invented in 2012 is a way to circumvent a law on short-barreled rifles that has been on the books for decades and cite mass shootings in which the gunman used a pistol brace. Earlier this month, the White House pledged to veto the legislation had it passed the Senate. They could have just argued that the regulation infringes on the 2A and it would have been simpler. You do realize that this was all optics and show, right? This was never going anywhere because of the power of the veto. They could have stopped it cold, though, by the power of the purse. They gave that up when the current House Speaker gave Biden most or all of what he wanted and called it a win. Sorry bunch of people, yes? They could have shut down the ATF entirely by defunding any
You
of
could
their
shut down
efforts.
who?
They could have shut down the
Fuck the ATF.
entirely by defunding any of their efforts. But you see, they didn't want to be responsible for a federal government shutdown because that might affect national parks in the summer, SNAP payments, and so on. They would lose votes in the next election, so they wanted to get the vote on the record and be able to campaign on it next time while leaving everything else intact. McCarthy was responsible for all of this, but he had his helpers.
Rhino.
Thus is the way of things in the house of wickedness among the pit vipers and demons. All right. Well, that was fun. What do we have to say about that other than fuck the ATF?
That's all I got to say about that. That's all I got to say about that. Fuck the ATF.
No, I didn't know Ghost was here.
So this was all a show, right?
Hey, it's all a show.
And that debt ceiling bill, there was all kinds of money in there for the ATF.
Mm-hmm. There's always all kinds of money in there for them. Nobody on the right has any balls.
Do you realize that since when Obama come in the presidency, this is just facts, and that if they do this raise for them there, that'd be over 50% raise, or that's 50% more money for the ATF than before then.
Oh, I'm sure.
So Gun Websites is out there in the audience. Chicago Mike the Shooter is out there. All of a sudden we have 19. Must be getting close to something coming up. Don't know what that could be, but yeah. Let's see. Clint said something. He said, to think the U.S. Navy didn't know exactly when that thing imploded is ridiculous. It's amazing how we come back to this, but I'm not surprised. They hear whale farts 100 miles away. There's no such thing as an unidentified sublocation. Whale farts. Wow.
Well, yeah, because you'd hear all the bubbles breaking the surface.
That's true. Mike White says, well, I've got to go. See you on the next one. Thanks for jumping into the chat there,
Quitter.
Mike. Later.
Quitter.
He is a quitter. But hopefully he won't go under. This is going to go on for some time. Let's see, we got silly congressmen, we got silly presidents, and we got silly people going in tin cans under the water to see a 110-year-old shipwreck.
It was not a tin can. It was a carbon fiber tube. Basically a toilet paper tube.
Okay, so basically a PVC can with caps on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what could go wrong, right?
It identified as a submarine.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to say we all live in a yellow submarine, but they died in a white submarine.
It just it serves a lesson to be learned. Don't get in a sub that wasn't built by a bunch of old white men.
You didn't want that.
I was told the other day that the Cubans wouldn't even approve that thing.
Oh, heck no.
Oh, I don't know. Cubans are pretty good about they've got 70-year-old cars. They're all driving around held together with baling wire and bubble gum.
Yeah, and that's what they're saying. They wouldn't approve that.
Yeah. Cubans might not have approved of it, but Mark Cuban might have approved of it.
Yeah.
Nothing like a 1954 Chevy with a 1978 Datsun motor in it.
They'll put boat motors in them.
So I want to remind everybody that Gear Websites is your source for every Second Matters gun channels, gear, ammo ID, and more. They have patches, stickers, and other items. And every Friday is Free Patch Friday. Guess what? It's Friday. So buy cool stuff from gearwebsites.com.
Does that include this Friday?
It does.
What about next Friday?
But don't take it from me. Let's hear from G-Webs himself.
GearWebsites.com is your source for firearms-based playing cards and books. We also have mugs, shirts, and posters with designs that we've made live. Of course, we have patches. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. We appreciate your support. Thank you for shopping at GearWebsites.com.
That's right. So buy cool stuff at GearWebsites.com.
Buy patches. Buy patches.
Buy matches? Oh, okay.
This is Bartles and James. Thank you again for your support.
Or patches, yeah. Buy patches, buy matches. They could have used some patches on that submarine, by the way.
Could have patched the cracks in the hull. They might still be there.
Wonder if a little bit of that, what's that stuff they used to seal up the
Flex
ring
seal.
gutters? Yeah, Flex Seal. They could have used that on there.
You
That
can
would-
float You can float a John boat with a screen door in the bottom, so you can sure
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to be
Alright.
fair, they may have actually had Flex Seal on the outside of it.
to be fair.
I wouldn't be surprised.
All right. So since we've been talking about, a cat theme, which I'm gonna have to go wake up the cat eventually and have him come in for his birthday. But since the cat's out of the bag, you know that we got something a little special coming up. G-Web says 100% of our patches will not implode if you take them to the bottom of the ocean. For what it's worth. That's better than this show. That's for sure.
I mean, the good news is if they take them on Ocean Gate to the bottom, you'll never know if they imploded or not.
That's true. All right. So we got something a little special for you guys today. So let's take a listen, shall we?
Lizard Larry's got something for you, Lizard Larry. Gonna give it to you, Lizard Larry. Gonna give it to you. Large prostate won't slow him down, chasing grandmas all over town. Got a sidekick named George the Cat. Lizard Larry's got something for you, Lizard Larry. Gonna give it to you, Lizard Larry. Gonna give it to you.
The look of disappointment on Jordan's face.
I love it. I love it.
Oh,
man.
where could we possibly go from there?
Thank you, Foss. You made my day whenever I got that the other day, by
Did
the
he
way.
say enlarged prostate?
And chasing grandmas.
All
I
right.
like that George turned into the hissing one from Jurassic Park at the end.
Anybody want to say it again before I go?
Yes, actually.
You do want to say it again. Okay, instant
hell yeah.
replay.
Lizard Larry's got something for you, Lizard Larry. Gonna give it to you, Lizard Larry. Gonna give it to you. Large prostate won't slow him down, chasing grandmas all over town. Got a sidekick named George the Cat. Lizard Larry's got something for you, Lizard Larry. Gonna give it to you, Lizard Larry. Gonna give it to you.
That was so good.
That is great.
I mean, he really outdid himself with it. Just saying. The little tongue was a nice touch, too.
Oh, all right. Well, we got anybody that wants to introduce the next segment, perhaps?
Ladies and
gonna
gentlemen,
follow
boys
that.
and girls, children of all ages, it's that time of the night. It's the time of the night where you're going to get something from Lizard Larry. He's going to take his fortune
Got something
tongue.
for you.
He's going
Never, ever do that again. All right, I'm lying. Do it again.
I'm about ready to drown myself.
Not my proudest fap.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's the time of the night. It's the time of the night where we're going to give stuff away. That's right, folks. That is right. We're going to give you all sorts of cool stuff and things. Lizard Larry is providing us with some awesome stuff tonight. Tonight's Tonight's giveaway is also going to feature a $10 Chick-fil-A e-gift card. That's right, folks. $10 to the Lord's Chicken. Right, Gizzard?
That's right.
And all they have to do to win the Lord's Chicken tonight is type hashtag FT223 out there in the chat. And
Next week you'll get a Lord's Chicken shirt.
Maybe. I don't think he's that friendly. I think he's too tight.
Maybe.
But anyways, folks, that's right. Type hashtag FT223 out there in the chat, and all of a sudden, magically, I mean, absolute magic, this thing will pop up on the screen, and it'll say how many people's entered, and then this other thing in the background will say, do it now. And then it'll all of a sudden just start randomly putting people's names on the screen and stop on somebody, and we'll say, congratulations,
Rigged.
whoever, I don't know, Greg, yeah.
Rigged.
And then people will say stuff like that. So, Gizzard, what do we have for these good folks tonight besides the $10 e-gift card to the Lord's Chicken?
Well, funny you should ask. Because
Is it?
what?
Is it funny that I would ask? Because I ask it every week. I don't.
It is very. It is
That funny haha or funny strange?
Yes,
Okay.
it is. You're gonna get a Lizard Larry, or actually the Gizzard Gary.
No, well, if it was Larry, I was going all in, and
I'd have to have some of those made.
What's as
They're
big as
kinda
your
good
lizard
way,
tongue?
I'm gonna have to get some now. You know I am. So, Abby wants to know, can my girlfriend enter? She's got a YouTube sign on. She sure can.
I don't know. Are they into that?
Or Facebook, or Fowl Territory thumbnail sticker to remind you of the show. All right. How about something from one of my favorite companies, Excess Sites?
Excess Sites. Hey, you know what? Excess Sites is going to be having a big old sale.
Yes, they
June
are.
30th.
they are.
Yes.
They are.
I'm going to be talking all about it next Friday. Yes. Fastest sites in any light from Excess Sites.
Those are excessive.
I'm going to get some
Excessively
excessive
fast.
stuff here in, tomorrow morning, actually. Should be in. All right. Let's see. How about something from Live Free Armory? Well known for true American manufacturing.
Illegal.
That's not a bleagle.
I know. It's sad it's not illegal.
How about Donatsudo? The way of
That
the
reminds
Lord.
me of somebody, but I can't place who.
That does not remind me of Homer Simpson at all.
No, that's definitely not it.
This definitely does not remind you of Homer Simpson.
Mm-mm.
Do you have another important?
That's a fair question.
How many of these things have been licked? One at least. Dipmus, pant her arms.
It only took you like 3 months to get that right.
I'm getting it right all the time now. How about Paw Reloader?
Oh, Pa, he's a reloader.
That's
Pies
right.
Reloader.
And how about a swag pack courtesy of Chris from the 740?
Never heard of her.
Guy.
Yeah.
That guy. He's
Okay.
got
we got more
some
stuff.
straggly
here.
beard and can't spell his own state.
How about a coaster
Not alone.
from
You
EA featuring the Churchill 812 Field?
I haven't.
is that the one he used to
Give
shoot?
away more than one of those.
Is that the one he used to shoot Margaret Thatcher?
This is the last one of these I have, so somebody might have to send me some more coasters if they're
I
wanting
think-
my
I think you're
assistance.
gonna be-
That's the last
you're gonna be-
coaster.
I think you're going to be flush with them.
I may be flushing them. Let's see. You're gonna get
I wouldn't recommend flushing them.
a koozie
Your landlord's not going to be happy.
from Diamondback Firearms, and it says "Will work for guns and beer." Everybody ought to have that. Let's see.
Gizzard doesn't need it because he ain't working for it. He's like, oh hell no, I'm
I
retired.
ain't working for nobody. Let's see. We got this wristband from Walter, and it says
From Walter?
it's your duty to be ready.
Is that the cranky old man that Jeff Dunham stick his hand up his ass?
Mhm.
That's it. you're going to get a key ring from Palmetto State Armory. And you're going to get...
That's actually just a little palmetto.
You're going to get a lapel pin, Streamline. And you're going to get this. These are very rare. This is an IWI zipper pull.
I can't believe Gizzard is giving only one of those away.
Yeah.
At least give a pair.
You
And
literally filled your backpack with them. I don't
How
know
about
why
a
you don't
patch?
give about a pair.
How about a patch?
Give away. No, I'm not giving up to you. Give away a pair tonight.
How about a patch?
Not giving up. Nope. We're just going to talk over you two. Give away a pair.
Nope. You got to give away a pair of the IWI. Go just grab a handful of them out of your backpack.
There.
All right.
Happy now.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. I got two of them hanging off my mic here.
Everybody has two zippers.
All right. A
Let's
patch
put one in the pants.
from NRAM 2022 Houston from Palmetto State Armory.
Not if you have a button fly.
Oh, man. Man, I haven't had any 501 since I was a kid.
And just in time for Independence Day, how about an American flag patch?
Oh, that's like a military flag or something, isn't it? Because it's got the
With
gold.
a gold trim and everything, man. And we're going to throw in a third patch, and you're not going to believe the third patch I'm going to throw in.
Two zipper pulls and a third patch?
Holy crap.
And this is not an easy patch to get a hold of, folks. Wait till you see what I'm about to give you here.
Is it the clap patch?
Oh, man.
What is wrong with you?
I have three of these.
How'd you end up with three of them?
I'm just good that way.
So you kept two other people from getting those when you were at Shot Show.
You're lucky I have one.
Well, one of them was given to me by one of you guys, I think. So.
Oh, because we got you one because we felt like you wouldn't show up at the crap.
All right, and we're still not done. We're still not done because we have a hat from
Holy cow
Smith and Wesson.
That hat has George hair on it. Nobody wants
and
that.
you'll get a gun to match your hat.
We've got a shirt. Now, this is 3X, so you might have to shrink it. But it is from Silencer Shop. It's pretty cool. And because it's going to get cold eventually, you're going to need these. How about a pair of Browning socks? Red, white, and blue.
Ooh.
Just in time for Independence Day. Ain't that cool, folks?
Nice giveaways.
All this and a $10 Chick-fil-A gift card can be
you're
yours.
just giving it away.
Chosen. I come through.
Give it away now.
I came through for you. So let's take a look at the giveaway tool.
Is that the thing I was talking about? Just magically appears?
No,
you mean like
make
this?
himself full screen. Oh, that giveaway tool. Never mind.
Only 16 people? Oh, how many people are watching this? I feel like 16 is a low number.
I have 20 people out there in YouTube.
That seems a little low. What is wrong with you people?
He's giving away 2 zipper pulls. You know how hard that was to get him to give away a pair of zipper pulls? Come on.
Yeah, analytics is underwater on this one.
I'll tell you what.
I feel like this is sinking.
Here, I hate to have to do this.
Uh-oh. You're going to throw in another zipper pull?
Desperate times call for desperate measures. 3
Oh,
zipper pulls.
Holy
you got 2 for your bag and
Wow.
Well, that got people in there. Look, we're up to 18 already. Come on, guys.
You could outfit a whole set of parachute pants with those 3 zipper pulls.
That's almost. I'm almost out now. I'm probably down to my last 20 or so of those.
Your last 200, you mean?
I don't get it. One in the front, one in the back. What are you gonna do with the third?
You got a spare in case one breaks.
Well, you got one over the mouth.
Well, you definitely need 2 if you got those pants that unzip in the shorts, you know. I forget what they're called.
Pants that unzip into shorts?
Yeah, the legs unzip.
Yeah,
And
they're
have
called
shorts.
pants that unzip into shorts.
Well, that's what they're called?
He totally missed your joke, Obi.
Insert peanut meme.
20 people entered.
That's it.
That's it.
What is wrong with these people? You know what? I ain't screwing around anymore. Do it.
Holy cow, do it. Do it. He's not screwing.
Nope.
Do it till you're satisfied, he says. All right. Whatever it is.
I hope it lands
who's
on
gonna
me.
win? Abby
Yeah.
Finnegan.
Nope. She
Damn.
said she wasn't gonna win, so I guess she's out.
Congratulations,
You have to
Abby.
roll it again, Gizzard.
Congratulations, Abigail. You're tonight's winner chicken dinner. Enjoy your zipper pulls.
Did girls even have zippers?
I think so. Unless they're wearing leggings or something like that. Yeah. Is Abby still out there? I think so.
Abby, make sure you send your correct and current mailing address to winner@gizzardgary.com.
She has to actually send it this time. This week she has to send it to the winner at lizardlarry.com.
Oh,
Yeah, that might get lost in the mail too. I think unless Abby's moved again since she moved up north, I have her address. All right. Well, congratulations to Abby. He already has my address. Yes, I do.
Then fine.
All right.
get
So, cool deal. What happened? Oh, never mind. I was just reading the private chat. Sometimes that's a bad idea while you're having a show. All right. So, moving on with the show. Now, what shall we do?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gentlemen and ladies, it's that time of the show. It's the time for normally your second favorite part of the show, but I have a feeling tonight it's going to be your favorite part because we're going to go down, baby, under the sea. Let's look at some memes about the Ocean Gate. Send us your memes to GORN at GizzardGary.com. That's right, GORN, GORN at GizzardGary.com. We don't really want to see guns tonight. We really just want to see memes. That's where we're leaving it.
I'm sure we're getting memes.
I mean, I guess if you have a gun picture, you can send it, but we can't guarantee that'll get on the air.
Dark humor is like food. Not everybody gets it.
There's no guarantee. Well, we had one that come way early in the week, so let me go back and.
I'm about to blow up Gizzard's phone.
My phone, hopefully not.
So if Gizzard Gary does GORN, is Lizard Larry going to do Lauren?
Probably. All right. So this came from XAdam1. And this came on, let's see, this would have been Tuesday. And he says, I was looking at the weather today, and it reminded me of that one person on your chat who got all upset because he refused to believe that it gets that hot with a record of 118 degrees. It's 107 now, and it's a regular day.
Is it, though? Is it really?
I guess my problem is, why is he only driving 45 miles an hour?
That's your problem? No, your problem would be, why is he going so fast? He's going to kill us.
You had to slow down to snap that picture.
Okay, so let's go to Mr. Oh, looky here. Are you guys ready? I ask you again, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because here we go with the memes. For sale, slightly used flashlight full of dead semen.
God, you're gonna burn in hell for that. Jesus Christ.
Oh, just wait. They get better.
Oh, that was just the first one. Yeah. Can you imagine?
There's a couple that I sent that you really probably shouldn't show on there, but I sent them anyways.
Hold on just a minute.
For that last one being one of them.
I got to get this crawl on here. Okay, where'd it go? Where'd it go? All right.
So did like the sea life on the bottom of the ocean, did they just like, it's raining, man?
Me getting upset and throwing the controller. Everyone else on the sub. Wonder if that happened. Oh, this is going to be a fun night. I can already tell.
Burn, baby, burn.
Well, we're going to take a break from the sub here for a minute. All right.
Probably
It says, made to be licked, topped, and loved. Me too, ice cream. Me too.
That ice cream is my spirit animal.
Yep. All right. Okay. We'll show it. What the heck? And it says, don't forget to brush your teeth.
What's the eyebrows on that girl?
Where does it say that at?
Behind that curtain.
Those eyebrows are on fleek.
Yes, they are. Somebody mowed down a path in between them at least.
Reminds me of this girl that used to ride my scooter. Never.
Okay, this one's a little spicy.
That despises the meatball.
When your parents are cousins.
Free the nipple.
Wow. Oh,
That is the most disturbing thing I've seen in a long
So,
time.
what did you do today? Oh, I'm burned in hell. That's what I did.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm headed.
Not sure I should show this. I'll probably regret showing this.
No regrets.
That awkward moment when she discovers you've been seeing hookers again.
Ain't nothing wrong with that one.
Wow.
That one's all right. That one's lovable.
Wow. Come on. Oh, this is actually gun related. I'm not sure we can show this on the screen.
What the hell? Did these people not? Did they not listen?
To ban guns because the criminals use them is to tell the law-abiding that their rights and liberties depend not on their own conduct, but on the conduct of the guilty and lawless.
Well, that's who we allow to make the laws. So I guess. Oh,
No.
He's not talking about politicians. Never mind.
No. Okay. Wow. Okay, might as well go ahead and show this one too.
Yeah,
What the hell? What the hell? An Australian wine company's ad. Some say you can almost taste the bush. Wonder what that means.
This wine tastes a little yeasty. That's all I got to say.
I don't understand it. I'm too young to understand this meme.
Yes, you are.
No, you're not.
You might like this one. Kind of goes along with something we were talking about earlier. They say I'm the most incoherent man on the planet. Hoard my beaver.
To be fair, this one they could have done better. It should have been like hoard my bear.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Well, there's a lot of them attached to this one email here. Okay, is anyone thirsty? Yes.
I'm lactose intolerant, so.
But you take your last name first. Huh?
Take the pills.
I'll take my chances.
Oh, wow. Oh, no. Let's not do that one.
Oh, this has got to be a good one then for the after chat.
Oh,
Was somebody hoarding Joe's beaver?
50-year-old white guys and lots of living people.
Sorry.
Yeah, let me think about that.
You know what? Even Denzel did better. And he flew that thing upside down and drunk.
Yeah, drunk too. Yeah.
And high. Drunk,
Having a
high,
bad
and
day,
upside down.
remember, it could always be worse.
That's actual footage of the toilet after Red Lobster.
Yes.
No kidding. That's that guy who was asleep. Yeah. Wow. Okay, and more. A little bit of classic Dean Martin here. It's not called
he's
slurring
also
your
drunk and
words.
high.
It's called talking in cursive, and it's classic. It's true.
He's also drunk and high and has probably flown a couple of things upside down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, that was finally the last one. Let me take a look. No.
I'm going back to see if that one is actually.
All right.
I bet it's not.
But it's in extremely bad taste. How about that?
Everything on here tonight's going to be in bad taste. So don't worry
Just
about
wait
that.
till you see it. Damn, girl, you remind me of a hot car in July. I just want to leave a baby in you.
Jesus Christ, that's great. But yeah, you should probably not say that.
Yeah.
I warned you.
I need that, though. Can you go ahead and send that over here?
Oh, what the heck is this? Oh, okay. Here's one from Calaveras.
Uh-oh.
That dude's still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we banned him.
It says, Soy Team 6 loading up the Kia Soul to hunt down pronoun misgenders.
Wow.
Oh, the dog liked that one.
That one is literally wearing a she/her. And
Wow.
is that a she/her?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
I don't think it's actually a she/her, but
Okay.
I think that's what it wants to be known as.
For OB. Okay.
Uh-oh.
This is for OB from Blitz.
What are we looking at?
2 pizzas.
Nancy's Pizza.
You son of a bitch.
That is kind of cruel.
That is. You son of a bitch. I don't know where you are, but I have a very particular set of skills, and I will find you.
You just download it, you get a free pizza.
I get them shipped to me. They only ship with just one topping though, so then you got to doctor them up when they get here.
And you literally have one like 2 hours from your house, so shut the hell up.
There's a second.
If you want a supreme, if you want a supreme, you got to order like 7 pizzas.
Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna eat 7 of those.
2 hours. That's all. Quit being a
You're
pussy.
making me hungry.
I drive farther than that to go eat a throwed roll.
Okay, from Honcho Fett. Ocean Gate offers 20% off coupon for next tour.
Yeah, about that.
I feel like it's uncircumcised looking at that picture.
Well,
It is now.
it's probably circumcised now.
Wow. I can't
That thing
believe
is like it's at a gay bar now. It got its shit pushed in.
Wow.
I know I was right. I've been there, Blitz. That's
Okay, from Abby. You wouldn't use a modified Logitech controller for your submersible. Or would you? I think the controller was the least of their worries, to tell you the truth.
Oh, from the Island Lake store? That was where I got mine. That's where we lived.
To be fair, I take back what I said about not showing any of the memes I sent after the dead baby jokes. Mine were all acceptable.
Okay, well, this is kind of acceptable too. Okay, the sub captain passing out 4 of these when it became clear it was over.
Oh, that's
funny.
Wow. That was funny. All right, and once again from Honcho Fett. Most of these I've seen on Twitter already this week, but please reconnect to a controller.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything left to connect to it now.
Mm-mm.
Why does that picture look better than the real one actually looks?
Because that's probably a concept.
CGI. Yeah.
It's probably a concept picture, and then you get the real thing.
All right. So you guys know how G-Web's Indiegogo campaigns go? Like his sewing machine one? If he got a set amount of money, he got one thing. Now, if he got more money, he got this better sewing machine. Then if he got even more, he got this awesome, massive sewing machine that did like 50 different colors at once.
So what you're telling me is these guys only hit the first level of
They
the
only hit
Indiegogo?
their first flex goal. Yeah, they didn't
Okay.
make it all the way. So that's where we kind of ended.
Okay, so let's get to the stuff Snob sent me.
Don't say I sent it. Good Lord. I want to go
You've
to hell.
already got the NSA coming after you anyway, so.
Thanks, Jace.
2011 Cat D9 project. See description. Zoning board
Gizzard-
came to their senses. No
Gizzard.
longer need my loss your game. Wow. Okay, number 2.
Out of 4,533.
Okay, yeah, this is maybe in poor taste.
I'm pretty sure it's in poor taste.
Oh, I know
I
it's in poor taste.
I don't even know it yet.
Oh, yeah, that was
Titanic fare starting as low as $8. Spirit,
Jeff will be on that one.
Spirit sublines.
You don't even get a free carry-on on that one.
No.
No, but you might become carry on. All right, number 3. Wow. That must have been right before it went boom. Or whatever sound it made. All right. Here comes another one. Another tasteless meme. All right. Touring the wreck of the Titanic, $250,000. Joining the wreck of the Titanic forever, priceless. Wow.
That one's just a little overboard.
A little bit. All right. How many is there in here? Gosh, a lot.
Oh, I sent like 20 some, which one of them we've already seen. Get somebody else in it. The bastards took my glory.
Well, don't worry, Chase. There's plenty. Mark's safe from dying on a sub, lost on the ocean floor because I'm poor. That's me.
I'm also safe.
Putting ballistics hard going to the Titanic will take your breath away.
I love how the fancy one all looks nice that they didn't like make, but the one actually down has like ratchet straps holding the landing gear on. You know,
the one is the concept artwork. The other one is what they actually made.
It's crazy.
People, we should wait a bit before posting Titanic submarine memes. The internet.
Legends has it those guys are still dancing.
You notice we gave it the solemn treatment that it deserved. Okay, ready for this. It says, when you realize you're no longer the last one to fuck 5 guys. Wow. Nope, not the last one. Oh, this one's great. It's so tasteless, it's well worth bringing up. 1,534, strike that. 1,539 dead.
Would have only been 33 if Rose had just moved over a little bit.
That's right. Okay, there's one more in this stack here.
It's one of the best ones, too.
And it says, orcas ordering 5 guys. Wow.
Yeah, that's terrible.
It is.
Okay. And now I think we're going to interrupt this with a little bit of GORN.
He's short-lived, don't worry.
That's what she said.
Oh, it's terrible.
Look at this.
That looks like one of them free rifles
It is.
with a short barrel.
Looks like a dissipator.
Looks like an airsoft carry handle on it, though.
It's worse than airsoft. Actually, that's Big Al's carry handle. I had to borrow off him because the one I bought off of eBay,
Wish.
basically they bought it off Wish and then sold it on eBay. The nut that holds the sight on left the chat while I was sighting it in, or while I was shooting a video at some point. It may have been in the short. I don't know. I couldn't see it in any of the footage. But whenever I got inside, it was no longer on the rifle.
Left
Well,
the
that's what you
chat.
get for spending $16 on a carry handle.
It's a shame. What in the world?
That's what I said you probably shouldn't show, but oh well. We're not going to say anything. We're just going to look at that and go on.
Yep. Yep. That's long enough.
Yeah, it goes right along with the next one. We're just going to look at it and go on.
That's long enough, Gizzard.
I'm trying to get it off the screen. The dang thing's stuck. There we go. Wow. This one ain't much better.
You should probably close that one really quick.
Yeah. Nope.
Yep, that's long enough. Okay.
That was the 2 worst ones.
Yeah, they get much better after this. Okay, when you find out the $200K you spent on a submarine ride wasn't the round trip price. Hate it when that happens. Okay. And billionaire's wife watching him sign Titanic expedition waiver. Wow.
I feel like that would be my wife if I was a billionaire.
She would have signed it for you.
Oh, yeah, you're right. And cracked the.
Added a couple
Like
zeros
shield,
on the
yeah.
end of it. Okay, this one's pretty good.
Is it? Is it though?
It's good enough. Can't everything be super spicy? Watching Titanic, paying $200K to recreate it. Fair. Oh, wow. You really want me to put that on the screen?
It's better than the George Floyd one. I don't know what you're talking about. It's way less offensive.
That's probably true.
What's the difference? Nothing. Both are full of dead semen. What?
That is literally less offensive than the George Floyd one.
Oh. When the submarine drivers say, uh-oh, on our way down to the Titanic. Uh-oh.
That's not a fart.
Is it bad that I saved all these to my phone?
Yes.
I know. I learned bad things from Chase.
That's just going to be evidence.
The missing submarine trying to do a 3-point turn in the Titanic journey. Wow.
The next one's pretty great.
Okay, and we have the billionaire after finding a Harbor Freight receipt on the floor.
All right.
At least they had the receipt. Okay. This
Not
is
going to be able to
one.
return that.
I bet they didn't buy the warranty with it. They knew they wouldn't need it.
Stop of the submarine memes. Let's all just take a deep breath and get to the bottom of this.
I agree. Sometimes you just got to take a breath.
They're dolphinately in bad taste.
Wow.
You should be punished.
Okay, from Chicago, Mike.
I did it on purpose.
We have.
You're going to get arrested for that.
That's from Chicago, Mike. I take it that's Chicago.
Yep, that's the Sears Tower. Don't care what they're calling it nowadays.
The Kmart Tower.
I was going to make a comment, but I decided it would be in my best interest to not make that comment.
Go ahead, make it.
No, I'm good. It would also be in Gizzard's best interest.
Okay, from DM Foss, we have. Watch how easily it absorbs your money.
That's pretty funny, actually.
I like it. Oh, come on.
So while you're up or getting to the next one, did anybody else see the video of the Wagner chief or whatever bashing the high ups at the Kremlin and trying to start, a civil war inside of Russia?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Reuters or whatever shared it on YouTube's.
Reuters.
Yeah, whatever. However the hell you say it. It's not how I'd spell Reuters.
If you love your job,
you get on your butt, right?
You'll never work
Reuters.
a day in your life.
Wow. Is that George Lopez? A young, skinny George Lopez?
Wow.
Did you just say they all look alike? God, how dare you, man? What's wrong with you?
I really thought it looked like a young, skinny George Lopez. Good Lord.
Oh, this is great. Okay, she donated 30 inches of her hair to make wigs for children with cancer. Now some poor kid has to be a ginger on top of having cancer.
Can you please send me that one real quick? Yes.
Oh my God.
I think that one was actually in the.
Was it?
It might have been. I've seen it this last couple of weeks. I know
Yeah,
that.
I may have missed it then.
Oh,
But Gizzard should still send it to you.
I will. It's time to retire. Yeah, it might be.
Oh my God.
God. Oh. Sometimes you just gotta keep abreast of what's going on. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the Instagrams real quick. It won't take long.
Then we're going to head over to Twitter and type #OceanGate.
I hope I get to the right profile here. Okay, we want to start with this one. All right. So to the Instagrams we go. And we have 4 days ago from Obnoxious One. Some of these turned out to be real bangers. The Canon M50 really like the AM15 dissipator. Is that true?
That's true. Some of them did turn out to be real bangers.
Then we have check out the fit on that Faxon EOS comp on the Faxon barrel. Exos comp, excuse me. There's always water around where you live.
Yeah, I can't believe you didn't take a picture of a gun underwater.
He's done it before.
I took it after pulling it right out of the water.
He didn't take it while it was in the water, to be fair.
It really wouldn't have mattered, but you just that.
His foot and half his leg were soaking wet when he took the picture, though.
Coral.
Oh, that's pretty. That gun needs some nice grips on it, though.
Nice.
It's got some nice grips on it.
That gun needs some nicer grips on it.
Then we have the Gideon Optics Judge with the Patmos Revelation 48 slide.
Mm-hmm.
Can you put $100 trigger in that one?
I could. Don't think I'm gonna.
And then from yours truly, happy 9th birthday to my cat and channel partner, George Grayson Cat, who I'm going to have to go get here in a second, I guess. That was actually taken today. And then we have the Walter, or some say Walther, Q5 steel frame.
I actually kind of like that.
Yeah, I forgot you had that.
I like how you have your trigger match your flashlight.
You can get grips match the knife. You gotta plan this stuff
match
out.
your drapes, yeah.
You bet.
And for who was it? Vanessa Kitty, looks like the 39 degrees Fahrenheit is as low as it goes.
So here's a little advertisement for TriggerCon 2023. Tickets went on sale today. So if you're interested, yeah, get out there and buy some tickets and come see us in Kansas in September. We'd love to have you here. Yeah, I think that's the last one of those.
Could you not go through all the
Went through everything on
pictures?
phone.
All the pictures on the.
Did I miss something?
Well, the Dissy had a bunch of pictures. I don't know if you
Oh,
can.
let me look. Maybe I missed it. Hold on. I got time. The Dissy, you say?
Mm-hmm. That's the proper term, I'm told.
Dissy. Here, Dissy. There it is. Oh, you're correct. How about that?
I know I put up a bunch of pictures of it.
I did not see them. All right, let's do this. Okay, here we go. There we go. That's better. It flipped around the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
Magic.
Is that a rock island?
No, it's Poverty Pony.
Giddy up. Is that a mossy oak? No, it's a mossy rock.
Mossy Oak is next to it.
Oh, okay. Close up.
That's the wish.com version of Mossy Oak, or just Mossy Rock.
It's just mossy.
Hey.
That's a wetlands camo there.
Mm-hmm. Pine Barrens. Look at that, baby.
That's nice.
This is a hideous thing you have on top of it.
3X prism scope.
Need to find a starlight scope to put on it.
You might want to get a magazine for it too.
Like Playboy or Jugs or
Biggins.
Biggins.
National
Sports
Geographic.
Illustrated.
National Geographic.
Wow.
Wow. Let's see.
And back to Joe Biden and his lies.
Let's see. Abby said, kind of want an ACOG for the M16A4, but I hate the ACOG. Would an aim point fit the Vibe 2, or was that just on the M4?
Put whatever you want on it.
That aim point's got a little tiny dot, so just remember that.
You should be running it with just the carry handle on it.
That is the correct way. Just don't buy your carry handle off eBay for $16.99.
Okay, if you guys could keep the masses happy for a couple of minutes, I'll be right back.
You got to go drop a submersible.
No, I'm gonna go get the birthday boy. I'll be right back.
Uh-huh. Sure.
I'll keep us entertained. I'll blow in his ear again. And we'll see what happens.
No stones if you don't.
Nope. We have an agreement.
You guys should have come to that agreement before you tried to take your nose off.
Yeah, you're right.
Definitely.
I mean, I don't know why he had to cut one of his legs off after he did that. I mean, that seemed a little excessive.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, what'd you do? Bite him back or something?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually just stuffed. That's why you didn't see it move.
Clearly, if I was going to have a taxidermy stuffy, I might have him out of leg.
Well, you should have kept it.
Yeah.
You should have gotten it back and had the leg stuffed. And then just smack him with it every once in a while.
Every time he tries to chase a car, whack him with it.
Okay, we better make this quick because he is not happy.
Gary's about to get bitten on the nose now.
Yeah.
All right, so
Birthday.
wanted to real quick wish a happy birthday to my cat and channel partner. I know my camera's a little fuzzy
Yeah,
here.
why'd you go with the
apologize
potato
for that.
cam for this? I mean, you
Yeah,
should hold George up there to it.
see if
so
I can do
focus
something about that.
Nope, that didn't do it.
There we go. There he is. Okay. So my cat George turns 9 years old today. So I want to wish him a very happy birthday. Let's all sing happy birthday to George. Obi,
Happy
would you
birthday,
start us
George.
off, please?
No, I will not.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. I'm the only one singing.
Yes, you are.
Happy
You know why? Because you're singing happy
birthday
birthday to a cat.
to you. Happy birthday, dear George. Happy birthday to you. Yay!
Blow out the candles, George.
You can go back to sleep now, buddy. I'm sorry. He didn't want to let go of the sofa, man. I went to pick him up. He's like, no, I'm comfy here.
Did he get a party hat?
Oh, yeah. He'll get a party hat later.
You should staple it to him so he can't get rid of it.
We're going to serve the beer after the show and stuff like that. It's going to be awesome. So, anyway, what's going on? Oh.
So he's really like, what, 63 or something today?
Yeah, something like that. That'd be the same age as me. Good golly. So let's go ahead and start our last segment because we need to get off here because G-Webs is going to be going live with the weekly 2A roundup here at the top of the hour. So let's go through the panel and let everybody tell us what they learned and then give their channel plugs. Let's start with Jason since he hasn't been here for a while. Jason, what did you learn?
Oh, I learned that Joe Biden's an idiot and a liar. And it didn't take long for people to come up with some stuff about the Titanic. So
that's true.
I thought it was a little too soon myself, but they were all pretty damn funny.
What do you have coming up? Anything?
I got to go do a lot of work because I got a lot of bills to pay. So that's about what's going on.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for being here. Glad to have you back. Hillbilly, what did you learn tonight?
Hey, buddy. Oh, man. I learned that you probably do a little more research when you go on a diving expedition.
Yep.
And I
What
learned
did you
that
got coming up?
George's birthday. Happy birthday, George.
Yeah.
So, oh, man, I got some great videos coming out this week. Just put one out beginning of this last week. Trying to catch a bullet in some Gatorade bottles and stuff. And anyway, we was able to catch one out of two of the bullets that we tried to catch. And then, I just put a short out earlier tonight. I had a hard seltzer trying to sneak up behind me. So,
oh no.
Yeah. So I had to take care of that. And anyway, if you guys ain't done nothing tomorrow night, we got on Hillbilly Up, my channel, we got Guns, Beer, and Therapy, 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. So like to just have a good time on there and laugh a little bit. And so if you got time, come by and see us tomorrow night. And I want to thank you, Gary, for having me on, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for being here. So we go on to the Gun Snob. What did you learn tonight?
I learned that I'll be in good company in hell.
More than likely.
That's pretty much it.
What do you have coming up for us?
I don't know. I got a few videos done. I just need to edit them. I'll release something this week, maybe. Cool. It depends on how far I go down the rabbit hole of Ocean Gate memes.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for being here as always. DM Foss, what did you learn?
I learned that the Titanic was both a bad movie and a bad vacation spot.
That's probably true. Not a place you take your dad for Father's Day, that's for sure. All right. So what have you got coming up? You
I
don't
think
have a
it's
show,
good, Dad Bear.
right?
Yeah, no chat this weekend. Not one until next Wednesday.
What a ripoff.
10:30 Pacific, and whatever time Eastern metric.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for being here. Last but not least, Obnoxious One. What did you learn?
Huh? What? Huh? Oh.
Wake up. Well, show's almost over.
Stuff and things. I learned Snob's going to hell.
Yeah.
I'll see him there, so I won't be lonely.
And what do you have coming up?
Stuff and things.
I think you
Not
have
sure
that
which-
coming up a lot, don't you?
I'm not sure which one I'm going to release this week. So, to all my channel members, you didn't get any sneak peek over the week, but you'll be all right.
So are you and Snob in league with each other?
Kind of.
Might be.
Hey, Gizzard,
Yeah.
you know what people could really do to help you out?
What's that?
They could give this channel a sub. You know, dive down deep in your wallets and join the channel members.
Don't give him a sub. Jesus, why would you want to do that? He's trying to kill you off, Gizzard.
I know. But I appreciate it. All right. So let's
That's my
go.
best segue I've had this week.
Segway would have been safer than that Ocean Gate.
Yes, it would.
Yep.
That's for sure. So anyway, I'd like to thank all my panelists for a great show, and I'd like to thank you out there in the audience for putting up with this mess for 2 hours. So whether you watched out on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or watched the replay, God, you didn't watch the whole replay, did you? If you did, then I really feel for you. But I appreciate it nonetheless. I appreciate all those listening to the podcast out there on the various podcast platforms. And I really appreciate all the YouTube channel members who help to support this channel. I really appreciate you. So I want everybody to have a good, safe weekend. And
I want to apologize right now for if you're listening in the podcast. One, that you missed all these exceptional memes. Two, that me and OB are going to talk during the outro and screw it all up for you.
I'll probably cut everything off after the giveaway anyway. So
That's probably wise.
That's probably not a bad idea.
So anyway, I want to thank everybody out there for watching. Have a safe and pleasant weekend. And remember that if anyone tries to infringe on your right to keep and bear arms, you know what to
Give them
do.
a ticket to Ocean Gate.
Give them the bird.
Tell them my
Okay. Last chance, folks, for a shutter down.
Hey, where's this water coming from?
Going down, down, baby, in the Titan.
I guess that's it.
Anybody got any Flex Seal?
All right. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Good night, everybody. Make sure that you turn in next week where we broadcast live from hell.
So if any of these billionaires in Minneapolis would put their hands up.
Best you can do.
You know what didn't happen on that? Nobody asked if they were there yet.